We look at our Cox Toyota keys to the game. What does Elon have to do to come away with a win here today?
So first today, they got to win on third down. They've really struggled so far this season on third down. They're second to last in the CAA in terms of third down conversion at only 29.1%, while they are 10th in the conference in terms of third down defense. Elon not only needs to play well on these pivotal third downs, but they also need to do a good job on first and second down so that those third and longs turn into more third and manageables. Then they have to stop the Hampton run. Hampton averages over 230 rushing yards per game, the most out of any team in the CAA, one of the best in the FCS as well. They have two running backs who have combined for over 1,400 yards. Obviously, one of them is out today, but still. They also have quarterback Chris Zealous, who runs the read option very well and is a great dual-threat quarterback with 569 rushing yards of his own. The Pirates, as we said, return all 5 of their starters on the O-line. If the Elon front 7 can play strong and physical football and force Zealous to make some uncomfortable decisions with that option, they'll be in a good place.
Keen on the play. They do mark him down at the 25 of the Phoenix.
They call Jalen Hampton Bam, and they call him that for a reason because he does a great job of breaking tackles, getting those extra yards off of contact. There's a reason why he's one of the best running backs in the CAA.
Rushing the passer as well. Just 9 sacks for the Pirates this season.
Yeah, and that's dead last right now in the CAA. They kind of run that 3-3 formation where they can have an extra backer come down and blitz. They do like to utilize a lot of blitzing linebackers, but it's just not working right now for this Hampton team. This Elon O-line is just doing a really good job protecting for Matthew Downing right now. I mean, Downing just has all day to throw, and while, yes, the Hampton defensive backfield is getting burnt, there's only so much you can do when Downing has that much time in the pocket.
His 4th and a half sack on the season for the outstanding redshirt sophomore.
I mean, that's just an amazing stat, especially as a safety, having 4.5 sacks on the year. I mean, I knew this guy was going to be special when he had that pick 6 against Wake Forest to open up the season, but him and Bo Sanders at those safety positions, arguably the best safety duo in the CAA this season. Great read right there by Bo Sanders. Zealous basically stared down the receiver the whole way. And if you're Bo Sanders, you're a veteran safety, you're saying, okay, he's throwing the ball to that guy. Just go ahead, creep a little bit towards him, and then bam, go ahead, get the pick 6. Very clutch play right there by Bo Sanders, and a crucial mistake by Chris Zealous, who has struggled in terms of throwing interceptions so far this year.
Down and manageable, but out trots the punting unit.
And this is a scenario, Max, where they can win the field position battle if they go ahead and pin him deep here. We could also see a fake punt pass like we saw in the North Carolina A&T game. That would kind of be a fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me situation for Elon's opponents. And so I'm sure William and Mary already knows this could be a fake punt. But I think they're just going to go ahead and just try to down it deep in tribe territory.
And just like that, Bryson, they're inside the red zone for the first time today.
And I love how they drew up that play. They had it tied into the run side. They had 2 offensive linemen pulling to that side as well. And so you just had a wall of big boys right there, creating a really good seam for Emo. And Emo has had back-to-back 100-yard rushing games as well, Max. And so he has experience too.
Line of scrimmage, and already you get big number 6, Marvin Pearson, into the game. That's one guy the Aggies don't want to get hot.
Yeah, arguably one of the best Elon players when it comes to NFL recruitment. But I like what A&T is doing here really early on, having those 2 backs in the backfield. They didn't do that a whole lot against NC Central, but both Christian and Graves are such good running backs that you might as well run that option with them and really catch the defense off guard.
What happened?
Yeah, very good defense right there by Jaden Dennis. Forced 2 fumbles last week against Gardner Webb. That was just basically a one-on-one ball right there. I thought he caught it at first too, but Dennis did a good job of staying with it. The junior out of Mallard Creek High School making some plays early for the Phoenix. Vanessa Taylor gives it into Marasia. Pass. Clock starts the run. Pass going to drive to her right. Loses control of the ball. 3 seconds to go. Diamond Monroe heaves a 3-pointer. No good. UNCW survives. I believe it was potentially partially blocked. It did not look like the play that they ultimately wanted, Jack. And that is just a tough loss right there by the Phoenix, nearly making the comeback in the last 30 seconds. But UNCW gets a gutsy win. That is much needed right now for their CAA chances. Ferrito now with it, giving it underneath to Ackles. Ferrito swings it out. 3-point shot. No good from Henderson. Offensive rebound, though, goes to Ferrito. Ferrito now drives to her right, and she gets the lay-in to not fall. Rebounded by Willard. Elon wanting to go fast. It looks like Regina Walton bringing it up. She swings it into the corner to Diamond Monroe. She's wide open, and she hits the three.
Left to go.
Elon, 10 3-pointers on the afternoon, only 3 for UNCW. Evan Miller almost had it poked away by Vanessa Taylor. Keeps possession, picks up her dribble, gives it to Taylor Henderson. Taylor Henderson now up top, being guarded by Regina Walton. Henderson gets it to go. Still a one-possession game. UNCW leads 50-47. 10 seconds now on the game clock. Nunez now with it. Hands it off to Thule. Thule nearly lost control of it, but regains control. Picks up her dribble. Gives it to Nunez on the right wing. Nunez driving. Floater is good. Horn sounds, and that'll make it a 38-30 lead for Campbell at the end of the third quarter. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we still have some fourth quarter action from Schar Center here on WSOE 89.3 Elon Burlington.
Bryson, but you get a quick basket here, and it's right back to a one-score game.
Absolutely, especially since you still have one timeout to work with. So for Elon, you're going to sprint down the court, try to find an open basket very early. It could be a two-pointer. You don't necessarily need a three here. And then as soon as you make it, you're going to go ahead and call a timeout and try to draw up something really good on defense. And if UNCG is successful on the ensuing inbound, then you have to foul right away to go ahead, force them to the line to try to get another possession. UNCG really starting to heat up from the floor. As I said, if you're Elon, you really got to buckle down on defense and go back to those possessions where you were forcing those shot clock violations.